I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time, taking all of your time. I've been taking my time, I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time, taking all of your time. We've been talking about it for a while. Before we take a chance and do this, before we looking back as foolish. Can we talk about it for a while? Before we take a chance and do this, before we looking back as foolish. We got me floating, and I can take it. We got me floating, and I can't take it. We got me floating, and I can take it. We got me floating, and I can't take it. I've been taking my time, I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time, taking all of your time. I've been taking my time, I've been taking my time. Taking all of your time, taking all of your time.
Hey, trendies, trendsetters, and my trendy tribe. How are y'all doing? Had to have lunch break live in the evening time or in the afternoon for some. But yes, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Let me know if you can hear me. Testing. Make sure circle's vibrating. That's a good sign. If you are not able to see the banner, I will timestamp when I go straight to the topics, so you don't have to sit through the intro if that's not your thing. All right. I'm going to put that up early. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, do some greetings real fast. Hey, Sandra Sanderson. Hey, Shan, my legal eagle and part of the Mod Squad. Hey, Professor Demita Anita Baker Joe. Hey, Joy S. Pick, Esther Jones from the Shy, Maria Hardy, Mary Hooks. Hey, Reen Bass. Okay, in the bourgeoisie. I see you, Reen. Let me see. Hey, Patricia Dyer. Going down. Hey, Sorority 21. Missed you. How you been? Hey, just listening. Hey, PN2 Ross and the live crew today. Hey, lovely Linda Gamble. How are you? She's also in the Mod Squad. Hey, Miss Tina. Hey, May, June, July. La Tigre. Muted Expressions. Mildred Conversations and Cocktails. She is a content creator. Hey, Cynthia Arrington. Hey, Rhonda F. Lady Queen in the bourgeoisie as well. Hey, Gloria Chop. Hey, Kathy Cruel. Hey, sis, too blessed for you. Hey, Jesse Bradley Lewis, Annette GL. It's Chrissy time. She's a content creator and in the Mod Squad. Hey, Lori Harrison. Hey, Yvette Bell. Yes, please hit the like button. Thank you. Hey, Michelle Tuff from Seattle. Let me see. Going down. Miss Main Event. Back from vacation. Yes. Hey, Claudia Beard. Let's be clear. Sylvia P. How are you? Let me see. Hey, Michelle B. Hey, Live, Laugh, Love, aka Lady T-Bug. She's in the Mod Squad and also a content creator. Put me on to, is it All the Queens Men? I still gotta watch that. Let's see. Did I say hey to Monica Taylor? Hey, Monica Taylor, just in case I ain't say it. Hey, Jamie. Going down, going down. Hi, Maddie C. Welcome. Hey, 41 Fit, my sweet sis. She's also in the Mod Squad, and my sis is a content creator. And if y'all like her voice, go over there and support her channel too. She's got a very smooth voice. Hey, Lizzie Wheeler. Hey, Kim Agnew. I'm going to go down a little bit further, then I'll stop for now. Let's see. I'm going down, going down a little bit more. Hey, Cupcake Mamas. Hey, LaDawn. Okay, LaDawn, I'm going to stop here. You'll be my last one. Hi. And as you come in, welcome. Okay. The title updated to actually be specific on the topics I was covering, because I just had at first put plus more topics, but I have the specific topics in the title now. If you don't see the update, we're doing McMahon versus Marcel Scott, Tamar, and I have a theory about Stormy's news spot, y'all. Okay, so first, let's see. Let's do Tamar first, because that one's just like a so let's do that one first, because I don't understand, Tamar. I don't understand. Let me see. Let me get this up here. So Tamar confirmed she's back with JR. She also had one where she blamed herself for why they broke up in the first place, but that one had a lot of music in the background, so I can't play that one. But just so y'all know, she's taking the blame. But here's one of her lives, a tidbit of her live saying she and JR are back together. I don't get it. I don't get it.
JR and I are officially official. And that's it. People want to know we're back together.
Facts.
But we didn't get back together until
Saint Sunday.
Well, the end of the night on the Saint Sunday.
That's true.
When we went to the game, we were not together at all. We were just friends. And I don't think the two of us expected that. Did you expect that? I didn't expect that either. Y'all think that man went on one date? Like, he did not. How many dates in 6 weeks did you go on? Like, the man of God was outside, and everybody keep pinpointing him to this person, and it's not like that. That person just want to be associated, and it's giving very much like it's crazy, because y'all act like I don't even want to discuss it no more. I don't. Do you want to address anything, baby?
Nothing to address.
So, but no, JR didn't cheat on me, and you know, the things that transpired while we were separated were things that transpired when we wasn't even on speaking terms. And I know you guys are like, what the fuck he did, without you all knowing the background, but I don't think it's fair.
And I love my baby. I love my baby.
I love you too.
I starred your comment because that's all I see, Sylvia P. She's filming or about to film for the Braxtons, and he slithered on back in, and Tamar thinks it's a flex to not mention Tommy's name. We know Tommy. We know who it is. That's why she made the news or the blogs, because we know who Tommy is. Girl, just go ahead and say her name. And then the fact that you're speaking for him it's to me, it's always a giveaway. Why can't he use his words? Because he probably don't mean it. That's probably why he doesn't say it. Tamar, you look like a fool. Like, this is not good. And I don't even go up for Tamar, but I'm like, this is extra clownish right now. And there's a couple ways I feel he's gonna make her look bad. One, I had said he's probably gonna get her riled up and then record her, but he won't even have to do that. He'll have the whole season or however long they last to refer back to on why she's the one, that's the whatever one that it'll be her fault again, and she already claimed fault the first time. But I have a feeling when they break up the second time, she's gonna say she just said that to appease him, and she should have not taken fault. He's a narcissist, solely he's a narcissist. It's gonna be blah 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 blah. Jack a booty. Mildred. So yes, I just had to, I had such a heavy sigh, and y'all know I don't talk about Tamar too much over here, but This was just so ridiculous. I'm like, why are you making yourself into a clown for this dude? He does not seem worth it at all. He was gung-ho for you when y'all did your little Queen's Court or whatever it was called show. Then he's gung-ho for you because you didn't got your TV thing back. Girl, if he called you toxic or negative and then goes to somebody like Tommy, you gotta let that go. And it is what it is, Tamar. It is what it is. But I tell you what, no matter what, he already looks like a clown to us. You are also just gonna join him on this one. He's an opportunist, using her as a doormat. Shan said Vanilla Ice laying that pipe, y'all. You won't get it. Oh, and then he left her at one of her lowest moments. He wasn't there to comfort her about when she got robbed. He just had to confirm to us that he left her, you know, and all this other stuff. I'm like, man, at your lowest, he was not there for you in a vulnerable moment. It's not even cute. Yeah, he's not even cute, right, Brittany? Not for a I almost called him a Ugmo from Fresh Prince. when Aunt Viv's sister, when she said, no, she said that on Blackish. She said that on Blackish. She said, I know, stay away from the Ugmos or something she said to Dre. That's all I think about. But girl, oh Tamar, this is just a documentation. We're time stamping when you started looking crazy. You should when the news came out about him being with Tommy, you should have just let him stay over there. It's a no. He's clout chasing, Linda. Okay, next up, because I got to give my people time to get here. You know how YouTube be trifling. So next we're gonna go to Stormy's news spot. If you're gonna date a white guy, don't date a Dusty. Come on, Journeys to Jasmine. Exactly. Journeys to Jasmine is also a content creator. She's looking so desperate. So y'all, I have a theory. So this is not just about watching Stormy's news spot. You gotta stick with me, okay? I'm not coming in here just to watch her news spot. I'm coming because I have a point to make. And you know it. You know if I'm saying it, I have a point. So, let's see here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to try to trade off between what's being played so you're not stuck just listening to, in my opinion, the BS behind Stormy. I know that there are some that go up for Stormy, and unfortunately they're going to accidentally come across this video and I'm going to be a hater and all this stuff, but it's okay. Just hear me out. This is my theory. Live, laugh, lust. I'm trying to be like Eve, right? Hey, Alpha MC. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let's see here. So I'm going to be going between two different clips. Some of it I'll have to block out the video because it's, copyright. But the news part for Stormy shouldn't be copyright because it's the news. But, okay. I think this window here. So I'm going to play a little bit, cut to the other one with my points, of course. Okay. So stick with me. I promise I'm going somewhere. You'll probably catch where I'm going in the first, maybe 3 minutes total between both clips. Okay. I'm going to turn my volume up. Let's get this on the screen. All right. Bear with me now. Okay. So I'm going to give you the first some seconds into this news spot that Stormy made. Then I'm going to go over to where my theory is being formed and make a point. Okay. I promise. Okay. So let's start off. This is her on the news.
Stormi Steele, CEO and founder of Canvas Beauty, here to tell us how the business she started in her kitchen has seen more than $1 million in TikTok sales alone. Stormi, my friend, welcome to the show. This is phenomenal. Your background, again, you were in your kitchen one day. Tell me how you started up this line that's become so successful.
All right. So that's the first part. Let's go to one of my faves. I haven't been over there in a while, but John Oliver. Okay. This is where I have to cover up my screen some because of the copyright stuff. Okay. So this video of John Oliver's is about sponsored content on local news. So this is good because my theory, as soon as I heard this, I said, ain't no news station probably contacted her at most. Or at least she contacted them to just say, hey, would you like to do a story? Like, some PR stuff because I have gone viral and I'm local to y'all. Or she's sponsoring this spot. I don't think it's organic local news. That is my opinion. And John Oliver will help me illustrate my point. Okay. So here you go. Here's the first part with John Oliver.
And it's not just brand experts joining by satellite. Sometimes local businesses will pay for an interview where they can script the questions and make sure that they're presented glowingly. Take Jim Hefner. Until recently, he was a financial advisor in Charlotte, North Carolina, who was on the local show Morning Break all the time and always introduced in very positive terms.
Okay. If the replay crew does not hear some of this because it blocked me, I'm going to link the video in the description box, okay? So y'all can go back and watch it for yourselves, because I have a feeling they always blocking everything. I promise I'm using this for critique, commentary, and research. I promise, but they don't care. It does not care. Okay, so did y'all hear his first point? I'm sorry, I'm watching so many things at once. But he's talking about sponsored content and how it's set up, and you can't always just trust what you see, okay? LaDawn, yes, I'll be trying. Okay, so we're gonna go back to her spot, and we're gonna go back. Then I'll go back to another point made on John Oliver's segment. Oh no, it wasn't you, Harlan. I went on a little bit earlier than it was actually scheduled because I don't. T-Talk had. I don't want to step over T-Talk stuff because she be going out of her way not to step on my stuff. So when I can, I didn't want to do it. So it's not you. Okay, let's go back to Stormy.
So we relaunched Canvas Beauty with like a hair blossom serum back in 2018. I just decided to quit everything I was doing and just jump and go for it. And we saw success in the hair care space. And here recently, TikTok has literally blown up Canvas Beauty like none other, especially with our body glazes. We've sold over 250,000 units in the last 2.5 months. So it's been a journey.
Girl, huge congratulations. I mean, like you said, that takes guts to just kind of launch into something and hope for the best. And we're so grateful this community has embraced you. You mentioned the body glaze. This is the product that I am told is all the rage. What exactly is this? You have different scents you're offering, right? How does this work?
Okay. So it's supposed to be about going viral, and they're getting to what her scents are. So it's giving very much promotional, which I understand an actual news spot could be a little promotional, but we're gonna go back to John Oliver because I'm being very specific about it. Okay, so let's see here.
While there is no way of knowing exactly how many people are watching these shows as they air, that's not really the point, as this marketing executive at Nexstar explained to potential advertisers.
Now, here's the deal. Most people think, okay, so I go on the TV show. I'm on TV. Great. This is awesome. It airs at 4 o'clock. I go on and great. People sing me. Okay, so this is cool. I'm going to tell you right now, when you actually go on and do that, that isn't even the cake. That's just the icing. You know what the cake is? The video file. At the end, you're going to have a 4 or 5 minute video file, and you're going to do what with it? Post it everywhere.
Okay, so like he said, the cake is the video file. So now, I think John Oliver's gonna come back and show it in a second, but she's on there. She got her sponsored news spot. In my opinion, allegedly, this is just my own theory. And then you will see this news spot everywhere because now you pay for that, but now you're using that to legitimize yourself more, and we'll see it everywhere. I don't guarantee, I can't say that, but I would imagine that within such and such time frame, if I visited her website or went to Instagram or her TikTok, I'm going to keep seeing this news spot wherever is possible, because it's like a cycle of re-legitimizing, because nowhere in here that is blatantly apparent do they say, sponsored and all this other stuff. So you're thinking that they're just really in awe of what she's done. Okay, so let me go back to Stormy.
We have all of these scents. We started with the donut though, this one right here, and it ended up going viral before TikTok. But then when we got on TikTok, it was just like we noticed that the consumers love products that help solve a problem with their skin. It helps with hyperpigmentation, eczema, psoriasis, all of those things, but they also love it because it smells good.
So even just standing over here, I feel like I can smell waves of, what do we have here? Like birthday cake and strawberry shortcake. I'm loving this. I'll take one of each. This is fabulous. You also say too, I mean, again, it kind of gives us that glazed look, hence the name, but not kind of a sticky residue.
It's not
feeling.
sticky at all.
That.
It's not sticky. And then on top of that, like, it's just the fact that it smells good and it solves the problem.
Yeah.
And that's it for everybody. And I love that. I'm so happy.
All right, one more part from John Oliver, but the whole thing is really good. I love this video. This thing is 2 years old, but it's stuck in my brain when I heard Stormy was on the news. I was like, no. I feel like this is something I've heard before. And thankfully I found where I had heard it, which was John Oliver. Okay, so going back to him. All right.
The point is, though, that marketing executive is right. The cake is the video file, and companies will take that video and run with it. Remember that naturopathic doctor who claimed stem cells are a treatment for Alzheimer's and autism? Here is his website, which proudly features the many times he was given an uncritical platform on trusted local TV.
Okay, so basically they're showing that, you know, you can keep buying spots. It'll re-legitimize you. So that's my thing. So every time I see her doing this, I'm like, this, if Kyle actually was on the payroll, he might have given her the idea, like, you might want to get a news spot because those don't look as sponsored. But or she could have just come up with herself. But y'all, I'm sorry. I need hardcore evidence that they contacted her without any contact from her or her team and said, come on here because we heard you went viral on TikTok. Because going viral on TikTok, the numbers of a viral TikTok are super high. Like, so she went kind of viral on TikTok, but the standard of viral on TikTok, y'all, it's a lot. So for it to catch the news and and then they find out she's local and all, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we shall move on to, one more spot to show the rest, not the rest of her stuff, because I can't last that long, but just a little bit more of her promotional stuff to drive home what John Oliver's video is about. Then we're moving on to McMahon versus Marsau Scott.
Love that. Again, you mentioned the success you've seen on TikTok. Did you ever think, I mean, it was going to blow up in this way? I mean, what kind of feedback have you gotten from your followers?
I always think something's gonna happen good. Like, that's part of
that's the way to live. Just good is coming. That is the motto.
And that's exactly what happened. Like, the first week we went viral, and you know, sometimes you think, okay, how long is this gonna last? And we're 2-3 months after we went viral, and we're still viral.
Yeah. All right. So in my mind, I don't see how I'm going to be convinced otherwise. This is a sponsored spot on the local news that appears like as if it's an organic, like, hey, we reached out because we saw you went viral. Okay, so let's get on to Marsau and McMahon. Oh my gosh, y'all. I can't. All right, let's take this down. Okay. I'm looking for my overlay real fast. Where'd I put you? Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Get this up. Okay, so I have to catch you up a little bit so I can get you to where we are now. Okay, that's not it. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that. Hold on, I'm just changing my size to make sure y'all can hopefully see it. Okay, all right. She didn't even look interested, right? Okay, so this is McMahan Drilling and Blasting versus Marcel Scott. Excuse me, let me just catch you up. In the original complaint, McMahon established jurisdiction, and they said the venue is proper in this court because the defendant resides in Madison County and the events giving rise to plaintiff's claims occurred in Madison County. Okay, so the order was issued on November 13th to grant a default judgment, right? Well, if y'all came back the other day, y'all know that the Marcel's attorney challenged that and tried to submit a motion to set aside entry of default. And they laid out the reasons that basically they they think that the work wasn't even up to par. What else? I don't remember what he said, but I'm gonna give you the new argument. But that video's up if you want to go back and see why he said they should set it aside. But yeah, work incompetent, which is so hilarious coming from him, right? So November 13th, 2023, they submitted that they wanted to set aside the default judgment that was granted by the court to the plaintiff, McMahon Drilling and Blasting. Well, after November 13th came, November 27th, the court, I guess by way of answering that motion to try to set aside the default judgment, the court on November 27th again granted the default judgment to the plaintiff, McMahon Drilling and Blasting. Okay, so they re-granted it, I guess. This is where I need I found out I got some paralegals in here, and I don't know if I have any attorneys watching me, but I want to know what y'all think about this argument. So Marsau and his attorney, not to be undone or outdone, they said, well, we actually would like to file a motion to dismiss the case. What grounds do you think they said? Well, they said pursuant to Rule 12b-6 of the Alabama Rules of Civil Procedure, defendant Marsau Scott moves this court to dismiss the complaint of plaintiff McMahon Drilling and Blasting. As grounds for this motion, Scott states the following. Plaintiff is a Georgia corporation transacting business in the state of Alabama. Plaintiff is not registered with the Alabama Secretary of State. Now, I know they're in a new state now, but wasn't Scope registered in Tennessee, but they were operating in Madison County? If I'm not mistaken, ain't that where Zen Garden, all that took place? So that's weird. Okay, not just weird. I'm being nice with the word I'm using. Next part says section 10A-1-7.21 of the Alabama Code, Alabama's door closing statute states a foreign entity transacting business in this state, except a corporation or other organization formed pursuant to federal law, may not maintain any action, suit, or proceeding in any court of this state until it has registered in this state. This division applies to a foreign entity transacting business in this state without registering with the Secretary of State. Zen Gardens isn't registered with Alabama, are they? Because they're based out of California, I think, or Delaware. Like Vishal Shah lives in California. Maybe they're based out of Delaware or whatever. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of companies registered in different states that conduct business in Alabama, and they still can hold the person that resides in Alabama accountable for if their bills aren't paid, in my opinion. So then they say, since plaintiff is a foreign entity transacting business in the state of Alabama without first registering with the Alabama Secretary of State, plaintiff is barred from maintaining this action. Thus, the complaint must be dismissed, and plaintiff is not entitled to any relief. Accordingly, Scott respectfully requests the court to enter an order dismissing all claims asserted by plaintiff against him in the complaint. So first of all, this is just trifling. I actually almost put in my thumbnail, this is trifling, because what still is, no matter what, it's crazy that you're not trying to pay for your $64,000 bill, but you got the $64,000 service. Like, that's crazy to me. Excuse me. On top of that, this is where I need I don't know, cinnamon swirls in here. I need my business people, but it says that, and no, did I go look them up for their registration? I did not, because that I don't have the energy right now, because it's not that serious. I just wanted more to laugh at Marsau than anything. But it says the exception to this rule that they were trying to get, it says except a corporation or other organization formed pursuant to federal law. Okay, is incorporated a type of corporation or no? Am I way off base with that? Because in their business name, it's McMahon Drilling and Blasting Incorporated. So I was like, okay. So I'm about to Google it while I wait for y'all's y'all's comments, but I'm like, come on. So I don't know if my paralegals are here or they be in the replay game, but while I search, I'm gonna come back to look for your comments, because I won't pretend like I know something I don't know. But I was like, and then here's my other question. Y'all. My other question is, if this was grounds, like this seems stronger to me than the first case for setting aside the default judgment because he never got served or that's not his signature. He doesn't recall signing. Why wouldn't you file this first, that the jurisdiction is off base, before you try to file to see if you could get the default judgment set aside? Wouldn't you just go straight to, well, this whole lawsuit doesn't make sense because this company doesn't have jurisdiction? Why do you file this after the court re-grants the default judgment in the plaintiff's favor? Sherry says, so you do business and take services from a non-registered business, but don't feel they should be paid. Law or not, where's your integrity? Right. And that's my thing. Are they not registered properly? Because I can't go off what Marsau and them saying. Oops. Hey, Taisha J. Mary Brown said, oh, she's on the Tamar part. Okay. Okay. So I'm still looking, but I would think that if you don't think they have jurisdiction and the complaint originally filed sets the standard of if they think that the venue is proper based on the locations and everything else, why wouldn't you challenge that first? Because I wouldn't even go through the trouble of the other stuff. Okay, I'm still looking. It says, if the name of a business ends with INC, you know that the company is set up as a corporation. So I honestly and truly don't understand. 41 Fits, Inc. is short for incorporated and is an abbreviation that indicates that a business is a corporation. I thought so, but I was like, well, maybe I'm thinking about it too obvious, you know. But tell me your opinion. Would y'all have not, if someone tried to sue you, would you not first challenge jurisdiction before you went all the other routes, or at least in combo challenge jurisdiction and, you know, that you supposedly didn't get it and you didn't sign for it? Okay. Hey, Hannah Grace. She's also a content creator. She said this is the reason they are always on the losing team, in my opinion. Right. Hey, Teresa Wright. I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. I'm gonna drop the link real fast because I finished faster than I thought, and I have a grace period, so we're doing good. But I just I honestly have questions about this motion to dismiss. I'm like, did your attorney advise you not to do this, but you were like, it's my money and I'm smart, so do it this way? Because it doesn't seem right. The order seems wrong. I would go for the easiest thing first, which would be, you can't even sue me though. Hi, H Panda H. I don't understand. Mildred said they spend a lot of money trying not to pay people money. That's what it seems like. This and oh my gosh. Marcel said I would have paid my bill. Right. We wouldn't have done it if we didn't just have it in our budget. Miss Reese, I know this is ridiculous. Sherry, Sherry. Okay, Sherry, let me take you back through it because we already went through the default, not on this video so much, but the video before this one was that the default judgment already got granted on November 13th. Marsau and his attorney tried to have it set aside, and then it was granted again on November 27th. Or I said November 13th, but okay, yeah, it was granted November 13th. Marsau and his attorney tried to, on the same day it was granted, it looks like, tried to have, hold on, let me see when an attorney signed it. Because I thought he did it a few days after. Because I think he signed it later. Okay, yeah. November 13th, default judgment was granted for the $60-something thousand. November 22nd, Marsau's attorneys tried to say he did not even sign for the summons. He didn't know he was summons, although he was aware they were in a dispute. He also then said but also the work was subpar, incompetent, or something he said. And then the court said, well, they're still granted the default judgment. They ruled again on November 27th, 2 days ago, that we're still granting the default judgment. And then so Marsau is now, and his attorney are saying, well, we actually want to file a motion to dismiss because they don't even have the correct jurisdiction. And I just feel like that's the wrong order. Yeah, it seems like it's just to waste the court's time. Hey, Monique, see, I love your hair and your icon. It is too cute. So I was just gonna see if anybody had a different way. I know somebody in the comments later in the replay gang is probably gonna say this may be it, but yeah, y'all, does anybody think that makes sense on the order it was filed, let alone doing it all at all? This is why I keep saying, I'm like, is he just collecting his check? Is the attorney just collecting his check? Like, he did his best to try to advise him better, but Marsau maybe don't listen, or he's just like, either way, I'm billing for these hours. As Brian said, where's his brother attorney who passed the bar the first time to advise him, don't sue? I don't really know what consumer lawyers do. It seems like this might fall under the realm of it, but I don't know what they do. And I know that's a rhetorical question, as Brian. Marcel says, is this the same attorney that got disbarred for us? Oh, no, I thought the attorney that got disbarred used to be Broke Tail's lawyer. I don't think any attorney that Marsau has had so far got disbarred. I think that was connected to Broke Tail. And he has a woman lawyer now. Sherry said, I sort of think it makes sense. Okay. Sherry, give me your logic on why you think, or I know you said sort of, so why do you think it kind of makes sense? Because I cannot see it. I'm trying to leave room for the fact that just because I can't see it doesn't mean it can't be so. But I don't see it. Shan said none of his responses make sense, but he was hired to do a job and respond. So he might just be like, look, I'm signing because I got it's my name. I just got to do it. I have to file the motions. Yvette said either way, if the work was done, you pay. I thought you, whenever we see this, you pay, but then you can dispute it, or I don't know. But he never even challenged it, to my knowledge, in writing to say what you billed me is incorrect, or maybe he has and they're not presenting it yet. But I mean, look at what he's doing with Zen Gardens. I just have no faith that he did this, not the proper way. I feel like they just stick their head in the sand. It was, Broke Tail's lawyer is the one that got disbarred. Yes, I remember watching that. Hey, Tree W, thank you. Okay, Sherry said, because I first want to throw out the default judgment under any grounds that I can. A false signature is automatic grounds, but the way it was worded, he doesn't remember signing it sounds dumb. So your priority would be to go for the default judgment rather than throwing out the whole case because it never should have existed in the first place. And I just want to point out too that he even acknowledged he knew this was in dispute, but then he didn't know that he was supposed to, come to court or answer to the court. Like, it's just weird. Rose said, I spelled it that way on purpose. Okay, Sherry. So for you, your priority may be you're saying try to throw out the default judgment first. Okay, or you saying that part doesn't make sense. Okay. Well, it does, right? It just sounds more like Marsau double talk. It always comes back to that. I'm irritated on behalf of Attorney Rogers, who's representing McMahon and Zen Gardens. I'm frustrated for that man because every time I feel like he picks up a paper that has Marsau's name on it, there's something about Marsau not having any memory of something. Linda, for me, unless I see where the paper trail is, I don't know. So that's why I'm more on the public record side, because that is so much. I could probably maybe find that. I don't know, but the courts, I'm like, now I'm starting to get well versed in that side, but I don't know, Linda. I've heard the same that you're saying, but I don't know if they are or they aren't. Honestly, I don't know. I could see them trying other states because they burning bridges. I know that much. 41 Fifth said, in my opinion, his whole purpose is to confuse and kick the can further down the road so the company will give up. Yep. And I don't think this company's going to give up. I think now I still want to know, just like someone asked in the comments of the last video, did they provide them a written quote or estimate to at least give them a ballpark? It doesn't excuse him from not paying at all, but it just seems like standard practice. You did at least give them a quote, and then the final invoice comes to, for whatever things that might have been unforeseen and stuff like that. So the initial complaint, I just didn't see it explicitly state we provided a quote of what the estimated cost would be. So that part I would like to know, but unless it's on paper, I don't know, but I want to know. Rose said, yeah, that's Marcel doing all of that difficulties. Miss Reese said, you right, he got cocky and made it worse for himself, in my opinion. Sherry said, another thing is, since he probably ignored the documents, maybe they didn't have time to research if the company was registered in Alabama. Oh, well, that sounds like they're throwing stuff to the wall and seeing if it stick. Because if your attorney, if they're filing, I feel like you should research that. But my thing is, I know you can probably put anything in your name, in your business name, but I feel like a blasting company, if they put incorporated, they're probably incorporated because it's too much liability, it's too much danger and risk of injury in that type of workspace to not actually be incorporated. But yeah, of course they didn't. To me, of course, Marceau did not do his due diligence. I know that. And it didn't matter if they were incorporated or not until he's getting sued, in my opinion, as well. Let's see. Shan said, yeah, it sounds like Marceau is telling the lawyer how to pursue this. That's what I just can't see a lawyer worth their salt doing it this way. I have to feel that he at least cringed when he had to write out that first response and then this motion to dismiss. I have to feel he at least cringed. Marcel is just ridiculous with his mess. Why not pay these people and you wouldn't get sued? Just right, Mary White. Stop. Well, we know why. They overextend, they stunt. They're stunt queens. They are stunt queens. That's what they are. It's all about stunting. Shan said, but if you let me start doing work for you without a quote, you are accepting any price I come up with within industry standard, within reason, according to Judge Million, because she does it where if both sides didn't come up with a number and you're just trusting me to do the work, then you're allowing the judge to decide some kind of like industry average. We should look up the company right now. We should, Sherry. Let's do that. Dump suit is a whole scan. Dump suit. A whole scanner. Okay, let me read these and I'm going to look them up. And the price has to be reasonable for the work if and when I'm taking the court. Exactly, Shan. There you go. Yep. Sherry said maybe a paralegal wrote it for him. Maybe he has a sign. Now, Sherry. Yvette said the fake stuff is so real he's going to lose. Hey, Beverly Childs. Pay your bills. Sean said that attorney probably don't care. He is still getting paid. I'm telling you, Sean, I'm like, as long as he probably stays within a certain level of the gray area of ethics, he probably like, I don't care. I don't care. Fine. If that's what you want me to file, that's what I'm filing. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's go look up McMahon Drilling and Blasting. Hold on. Let me take this down. Let's see here. And I think they said they're registered in Georgia, I think. Okay. I know y'all will probably guide me as I do this. So let me see. 1 second. Why are you trying to get me to open a Schwab account? I do not care about Vanessa. Oh, sorority. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Hold on. Let me see. Where's my trunk?
All right, we going.
Sorry, y'all. That was loud in my house. Hold on.
All right, we going. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
Okay, we going. All right, let me share this. We're looking it up in real time, and I'm gonna tell you now, I'm not efficient online, so That's when I'm by myself and I don't have any distractions. So don't judge me. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this. I don't need to start getting ads for drilling and blasting. Okay. All right, let's take this cover off of here. Sherry, stop judging you. Okay, McMahon Drilling and Blasting Inc. And I'm gonna say Georgia. Yeah. Local Eyes. Hey, Local Eyes has probably saw money going down the toilet when they found the cave. Probably. He still should have. That's on him. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shan. Okay. Let me see it. All right. Okay, so it says get a quote. So they seem to offer quotes at the beginning. Not saying that they did. They might have let him fast talk them, but okay. But what I need is, let's see. I was trying to see if they're registered. That's what I was looking for. Okay. I went to Georgia Corporation's division. It says McMahon Drilling and Blasting Incorporated. They're registered. They're active, compliant. Okay. Did I see Toya's comment? Let me see. What did Toya say? Oh, I did not. Toya said, I'm a lawyer in Connecticut. If you are defaulted in a Connecticut court, you have to file a motion to open or set aside the judgment before you can file a motion to dismiss. Thank you. That's only, I was like, don't let me stand 10 toes down as if I know. Okay, so you do have, so then in Alabama, they could be similar where you have to file a motion to set aside the default judgment. And then if that doesn't go through, then you can file a motion to dismiss. That could be the order as well in Alabama. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. All right. I saw something else. I thought I saw something else. They have to be, they can't do that type of work without getting licenses and permits. I would think so too. And again, why would you have yourself open to liability to lose your actual, to me, isn't like when you lose your personal assets and stuff, if you got sued and you weren't in some type of protected like corporation or some kind of status, because that's injuries waiting to happen. Like that has to be the nature of the job. They probably just keep down the percentage, but like they're literally blasting. Like I'll see if they have a BBB rating. Yes, thank you, Toya, for being here. Yes. Okay, let me see. Let me just go to the actual site because it's not bringing it up on the front page. So let me just go to the Better Business Bureau. 1 second. Hey, Patricia Ellis Robinson. Okay, and y'all can see, I don't know if you can see my spelling that far away. Oops. That's the wrong screen. Oh no, stop it. Hold on. I enlarged the screen. I can see that y'all can't. Go over here. Okay. I spelled it like it's spelled, but it says, we're sorry. We found no results, but I'll try just McMahon Drilling just to see. Okay, no, they also don't see that, and I'll just try McMahon. Do all. I don't think they must not have had anything filed there. Hey, Lil Paulette and the gang, also a content creator. Sherry said they deal with utility companies and city property. They have to get permission to do that. Just like an electrician has to get permission for wiring. Monique said he don't work for free. Why shouldn't this corp not get paid? Monique, that's the basic question. He's trying to say that they didn't do the work well. I would love to see what he's using to back that up, because in my opinion, he's saying that so he don't have to pay them. I think they did their job, I'm sure, up to standard. How the scammers getting scammed. July Leo, babe. Hey, Somali Queen. How are you? Okay. Y'all, they may just may not be in here. I don't see them. Joy said Marsau is and will always be a scammer. That's what his degree is in, BS. I know, look how that's what I told her. I love her profile. Sherry, right? They deal with explosives. No way they are blasting without getting permits from the city. Right. Come on, like let's be real. Okay. Oh, Toya, if you are still in here, Attorney Graham, I think your last name was Graham. If you are still in here, if that motion gets dismissed to denied, what do you think the attorney's gonna do next? And you gotta try to think like Marsau. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hannah Gray said the company is in Woodstock, Georgia. I found their website. Okay, with a full service controlled drilling and rock blasting company with a track record. Yeah, we went to their website because this is their website, I think. I was just looking to see if they had independent reviews. Sherry said, would they be with the BBB since it's commercial business? I would think so. I think that would make you even more so be over there, right? They actually had a different blasting company that was on the BBB. It just wasn't McMahon. Shan said they can't blast without permits, just like they can't gamble without a permit at Black. Come on, Shan. Justin said these lawsuits are going to make Uncle Grandpa go back to Africa or whatever he went to. I still don't think he could afford to go. You got to really convince me that he could afford to go. And the way that they don't plan, I just don't think he would even have the right stuff to get over there. Like, let alone the money. I don't believe it. They cut corners. Nobody told his dumb ass to buy a mountain of rock. Joy said, did Bottom Row So pay anything up front for this company to start? Or did Marcel show fake credentials in order for the blasting company to start? As you know, I only know what I read. And so they didn't address either one. And I think it maybe it's common practice that you get invoiced at the end. But a quote, I still think a quote up front. But I don't know what Marcel would have showed them unless they file it as evidence that I would be able to see. They're going to make him go back to oh, Lord. I don't know nothing about that rehab. He was probably in Atlanta. Now. He was probably in Atlanta. Hannah Gray said, I was trying to highlight the fact that they're licensed with both the state and federal government. Got you, Hannah. Sorry, I have to skim. And so I skimmed on past the part that mentioned federal. Gotcha. Thank you, because that's the whole point of them saying that they can't be. If y'all came in later, let me get that back up, because that was their whole grounds, is that they don't think they're actually correctly registered federally. So that would really knock that one out. I'm glad I didn't close my stuff. I'd have been mad. Oh, I would have been mad at myself. Okay, let me see. So back to Hannah Grace's point for pointing out the part that said federal. Okay, let me take this down. If you came in later, Marsau's attorney is trying to do a motion to dismiss the McMahon case because they're trying to say that they're not a corporation that's filed properly, so therefore they don't have jurisdiction. And Hannah was saying it showed on there that they are filed with the federal government. So this is what they're saying. Alabama's door closing statute states a foreign entity transacting business in this state, except a corporation, or so they can just be a corporation or other organization formed pursuant to federal law, may not maintain any action, suit, or proceeding in any court of the state until it has registered in the state. Well, this company is a corporation. They are registered with their state of Georgia. And then Hannah is saying that she saw that they also referred to the federal, being registered on the federal side. So next step. Now, I wonder, since they challenged it, does the plaintiff have to just go ahead and present proof? Like, look, here's our articles of corporation, and then they go from there. They might. I wonder if they have to wait for the plaintiff to answer that challenge. 1408 said that's that good attorney giving legal advice. I had to think about it for a second. 41 said it's amazing that folks still do business with any of these folks in Huntsville except for Dr. Mel. And I do want to continue to point out that most of the things where it seems like there was a lot of alleged bad business all happened in like this cluster. So post this time, I don't know, after they go check on the filings, if anybody else would. Well, of course somebody would. Somebody's not gonna know. They're not gonna look. Because even when Joy was interviewed, she said she should have looked more into it, but she was trying to give I think she said a black business a chance, and she didn't actually do any due diligence. So but yeah, I feel like this cluster has spread out now. It's, people know he must have the same attorneys. Aren't they a corporation? Yes, they are, Shan. Scott is a corporation, Shan. I that's why I agree with the ones that said he's like stalling and everything else. Hey, Michelle Hardnick, how are you? Teresa Wright said you can't just up and take off to Africa. It takes planning. That's what I've always heard, Teresa. Always. And 4150 and the Fletchers. Oh, Dr. Mel and the Fletchers. Okay, I got you. Yep. Marcel probably showing scope permit license. Melody and Martel were certified builders. Well, I don't know if that would affect this case because he didn't do any of this work. It was all for another company to do the work. So I don't know if and I don't know if he does or doesn't have. Okay, you didn't say. I inserted a word in there that you did not use, but yeah, I don't think his permits would have mattered, right? Because it's all about the company that's going to do the work. Said that was lying. He didn't go to Africa. Hey, Auntie Patricia. Toya said, or Attorney Graham, if the court denies the motion to dismiss, the case will be proceeded to trial by jury. Marcel will probably find a way to blame his wife. Dang. So if it does go forward, they can't just go back to entering their default judgment again since it got granted that first time. Because I would think, look, it was already said we could get the default judgment. Even after they asked for a trial by jury, or like I didn't get informed, I didn't get summoned properly. I think this should be heard in front of a jury. And then it got and they didn't really say motion denied. It just went to doubling down on order granted for a default judgment a second time. So I do want to know that too. Okay, Martell name was listed on part owner. Oh no, I understand that. But Scott didn't do this work. McMahon Blasting and Drilling did this work on their residential property. So this had nothing to do with Scott. Scott's not even being sued. It's just Marsau Scott as a person being sued because he was a customer to McMahon Drilling and Blasting. So this had nothing to do with Scott. This particular one did not. It's not referenced anywhere. I should say that. Yeah, he was the customer on this one, not involved in this particular part of building. I don't know what he was going to do later because he's supposed to supposedly do residential, but for the blasting, that was nothing to do with scope. Hey, Rhonda. Her argument will be, I'm a housewife. She going to say, but I'm a housewife and we're in counseling. Oh, Toya. Tisha, get that pillow and blanket ready because you are about to be under that bus, girl. Even more so than before, in my opinion. The cloud of karma is falling on everything these people are involved in. It won't stop. They are blamers, liars, and mostly scanners. Law in Joyce's opinion. Okay. Cause I don't know that song. I'm sorry. EP. I don't know that one. I don't. Dang. You know I love a good jingle. Hey, who said that? Okay. All right. I'll get off of here because I need to start making my way off in time to not overlap. But that's what we have with McMahon and Marsau Scott right now. I'll let y'all know what's next, what comes up next. Thank you so much, Toya, for being in here. Really appreciate it. Oh, okay, Lil Paulette. Okay, anything else? No, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully my normal time again, which would be actual lunch break time. But yeah, just have your notifications on and hopefully YouTube will actually notify you. But all right, I thank y'all for joining me and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
I'll be taking my time, taking all of your time, I'll be taking my time, taking all of your time, Talk about it for a while. Before we take a chance to do this, before we look